Greetings and welcome to Monday Meditation, Oneness Practice, a feature by Humanities Team on Facebook Live. I'm Stephen Tanako and I'm honored to be with you. So the theme of today's meditation is use the power of any emotion for good. And I was inspired to bring this up as the theme as I was just meditating on the range of emotions that any and of all of us feel, and really at the very essence, the core of those is a power. And if we regard our emotions from a neutral state of mind, we realize that there's truth to the idea that an emotion is an emotion, energy in motion. So the theme of our meditation today will be to use the power of any emotion for good. So with that, inviting us to close our eyes, becoming present to the moment, feeling yourself seated in the chair, and giving yourself permission to simply be. And as you breathe in, just breathe deep into the core of your gut. Fill your belly with the air, and then with every exhale, expel as much air as you can. Just take a couple of nice, very deep breaths in and out to become fully embodied in this moment. Every system of your body is becoming balanced in coherence as you intentionally direct your focus within to that everlasting, ever-present well of inner peace and strength. And that ever-presence of spirit that animates you. And then inviting us to take a few moments to contemplate just the range of emotions that each of us feel. And I'd ask you to do this from a neutral place. So throughout your life, maybe do a brief scan of any significant, powerful, transformative moment, whether ecstatic or sad, joyful, or even devastating. And yes, even the angry moments. We've all been there. And just take a moment to reflect on the power of each of those emotions, just from a neutral place. And as an observer of yourself and of your history, regard the powerful energy behind each of those profound emotions you've felt in your life. So we need not judge those situations or even our own behavior in them, especially if the emotions have been afflicted. Rather, we're just allowing ourselves to observe and to tune into the fact that each of those emotions that we felt throughout life have an energy to them. And even in this moment, as you meditate, as you agree to be still, agree to take this time of intention to focus, there's an energy to whatever emotion is swirling inside you right now. As we meditate on the energy of our emotions, it's understandable that in any situation we have a reaction. And that reaction always comes from within. So whether it's happy, sad, joyful, contented, even angry, just attune to the fact that there's an inner reaction whenever an emotion is triggered. And then next, we reflect as we are in this meditation. And this is a practice I invite us to do and take out into the world, where we become aware of a reaction that happens deep within as an emotion arises, and then reflect. Just notice it. And once the initial reaction happens, allow it to ebb, to flow, to pass, and then just reflect. Especially reflect upon the energy of it, of whatever that emotion was, is in the moment. And reflect upon your thought patterns. With each emotion, there's certain thoughts, feelings, expectations, assumptions that get triggered. And again, not from a place of judgment or right and wrong, but simply to notice. And in that reflection of non-judgment, allow yourself to not only notice, but to forgive, to accept. It's not necessarily to condone, but just to become at peace in some way with the actual energy itself of the emotion, and not making any moral judgment about it, about your own behavior, your own beingness, your projection upon others in it and through it, but just simply notice the energy of it. That's the purpose of this meditation. And then once we've reflected, we've noticed, once removed from ourselves, the energy of that emotion, we can now hold it with love and with confidence and with agency. And then we respond. And in tune with the energy of any emotion, holding it in love, with strength, and in confidence, we respond from a higher place. We respond with greater compassion, greater love, greater strength, greater benevolence. So let's take that process, reaction, reflection, responding, meditate upon it and the energy of each emotion for a few moments in the silence. And now gently begin to bring awareness back to your embodied self, continuing to breathe. So important when we're meditating upon, feeling, reflecting upon our emotions, allowing the breath to guide us gently through it. Just feel your feet on the floor, your back against the chair, just the air in the room swirling around you. Taking in one final nice deep breath into the belly, holding it at the top for a moment, and then just releasing with a sigh. And when you're ready, open your eyes, be here and be aware right now. So thank you for joining me and the Humanities Team community for this Monday meditation and oneness practice. We'll see you at the same time next Monday. And in the meantime, remember that any of your emotions contain the power to be consciously directed towards a higher purpose and the greatest good. Peace and namaste.